Apple Preview has come a long way, and I want to walk you through some of the capabilities that it has that you may not be aware of. There's a lot more you can do here. So let's take a look, and if you've already heard of some of these, just skip to the next one. I'll have it marked with chapters. Let's go. Now, before we start, just know that you've got to always have this menu showing here, and if you don't, you can hold down Shift, Command A to get rid of it or to show it again. This is your editing toolbar up here at the top. There we go. So the first thing is that you can easily remove the background from your images using Preview. There's two ways to do this. The hard way, or if you're trying to be more precise, if you need to, is to use the Instant Alpha feature right here in the toolbar. So when you're using Instant Alpha, you just click on it, and then you go to your image, and you say, okay, I want to remove, so I'm going to hold down the mouse right here, and I'm going to start dragging, and it pulls away anything similar to where I was first clicking. So all that, and I'll hit delete, and it removes it. So this is when you're being very specific about certain shades or colors you want to get rid of. But that takes a little more work. Often what you can do is just go up to the Tools menu and click Remove Background. Boom, and it's done. The next feature is the ability to use this Markup toolbar for all kinds of different editing, simple, I should say, editing features. I'm finding that in documents or in screenshots, when I'm maybe trying to help out somebody, I'll use these all the time and say, okay, I want to circle or put a square around a specific thing, and then I can save the image with that. And so there's a lot of little things you can do here, including adding text, and you can add a signature and so on. So this toolbar has a lot of functionality that you may not have known existed. So use that toolbar. The next thing is that you can combine and organize your PDF pages using the sidebar. If you don't see that sidebar on your PDF, just go up to the View menu and choose Thumbnails here. It might be that you're just hiding the sidebar. So click Thumbnails there, and you'll see it. And if you have some reason where you want to move pages around, you can just click on a page and just drag it. And most likely you would want to save this as a different document by maybe hitting Save, holding down Option and saying Save As right here in that case. But you can organize your pages using that thumbnail sidebar. Really helpful. You can also fill out forms using Apple Preview. Super easy. If you pop open a document that has fillable fields in it, you can just click in there and type in your name. You can also choose the autofill information that you might have saved in your Mac, but I'll just type in my name here and so on. I can fill out the rest of these fields. You can also click on any field that's a drop down, and it will allow you just to choose all of the options that are built into the form as drop-down options. So real easy to fill out forms using Apple Preview. This next one is one of my favorites. I use it all the time, where I can copy an image or part of an image and then open up Preview and open that image I just copied as a new image in Preview. So let's just use my desktop picture here for this. So I'm going to hold down Shift Command 5, and let's just grab a really nice part of this desktop picture here. And I'm just going to hit Command C to copy that. And when I open up Preview, I can just choose New from Clipboard. And there it is. So that's from the clipboard. So if you've got an image you just want to grab and then edit yourself, you can do that here. Really helpful if you're just trying to do a little custom image of some kind. Another feature that I enjoy using PDF documents is you can drag a page onto the desktop, and it will save that one page as a PDF on your desktop. I use that on occasion. Really fast, really helpful if you just want to pull one page out of a PDF document. Did you know you can also password protect a PDF? You can do this when you've got the PDF open and you go up and hit the Info button on the toolbar up here, and you'll see the sidebar come open. And from here, you've got a few different things, but in the middle is you see the little security lock there. On permissions, click on Edit, and then Require Password to open this document. So make your password here, make sure they match, and you can tell it what kind of permissions you want without the password. So if you just want somebody to be able to print it, then you could designate that here. And then you've got to put in your own owner password down here as well. And then apply that. And now the document is locked. And so if I'm going to open up this document again, it's going to ask for the password when I do that. All right. There we go. So password protect your PDFs when you need to using Preview. Next is the ability to adjust the image size that you're working with. I've got this image that we created there through the copy feature. And you can go up to the tools menu and adjust the size of it right here. You can do it by percentage. I need it about 50% smaller, or you can play with it and be real specific about the actual pixel size as well. So if we just choose this and say 50%, it'll change the size. Really easy to do. And when you're viewing, this is a side note, when you're viewing images in Preview, use Command 0 to get the actual size on your screen, Command 9 to have it fill your window. And those are two that I use all the time. I like to see what is the actual size of it. So I use Command 0 quite a bit to make sure it's reflecting the actual size of the image on my screen. Now you may not be aware that when you're in Apple Preview and you want to export a file, I hit the export menu option there. And normally, you've got all these options here under format where I could say save it as a PNG file, whatever, but hold down the option key and you'll get a number of other options you may not have been aware of before. And so there's a lot of them here that personally I don't care anything about, but who knows? You may need it. It's there if you just hold down the option key under format, and then you could save it in that format and put it where you want it to go. Speaking of formats, there's actually a ton of formats that Apple Preview can open. And I discovered this while reading the Wikipedia page for Apple Preview. The list is really huge. And so in this list, you may have a format that you didn't know Apple could open, but there's a ton of them, including Adobe Illustrator artwork files, and all of your PowerPoint files can be opened, raw image files, of course. So there's a lot of different ones here. That's a pretty impressive list. Now, it doesn't mean you can do a ton with them within Preview, but you can open them up. Now, keep in mind when you are using Apple Preview that you've got some options with Apple Intelligence. And I know Apple Intelligence, as of the recording of this video, is still in the oven, but they recently announced a partnership with Google to be plugging in Google Gemini. So it's going to get better. Everything's going to be fine. But there are some features currently where if I select a bit of text here for part of this document, and even though this is a PDF, it's already been put together. It's not something I'm going to sit here and do a lot of editing on because it's a PDF, but I can right click on this and say, all right, summarize this for me. Maybe it's a larger section of text I'm just demoing, and it gives me a little summary, and I could copy this and put it wherever I am working with that. So there are some Apple Intelligence features here that can be used. Show writing tools will give you key points and so on and so forth. So there are options with Apple Intelligence in a PDF as well. Now, when you're reading a PDF, sometimes, it's late at night, maybe you've got your computer on dark mode and you would like this PDF, which has a white background, to also comply with this dark mode. I have found that frustrating, but there is a new option available. Now, you're not going to see it. It's under the view menu here, but you won't see it unless your computer is set to dark mode. So I'm going to flip to dark mode here. And now under the view menu for this PDF, use dark appearance for PDF. Now, if I am not wanting to blast my eyes with really bright white on the page late at night, I can flip to this dark appearance using that option. Really helpful, and I'm glad they've incorporated that. So that's a quick list of what you can now do with Apple Preview. It's come a long way. It's now a very robust PDF app from Apple and just comes with your Mac. So check it out. I hope this is helpful. And if it was, click that like button. That would be very helpful to this channel. And subscribe if you want to see more. Thank you. See you on the next one.